I'll just start with that one about the homestead, okay? So,
Yeah.
that we would have to send her, she's gotta send us a letter, correct?
Right, she's gonna bring it in. I told her quarter up because no, I said 7:30 because quarter up is the hearing, yeah.
Okay. All right, I need a motion to open the meeting at 7:32 PM.
Yeah. Might as well wait for her, yeah, but do some.
Oh, we're on live now,
Oh, so motion.
okay,
Say second.
Second.
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion's approved, meeting's open. Do you want a brief discussion of this?
Yeah.
And she is gonna bring it.
No, I'd wait a little while for that. Let's
Okay.
do any minutes, or,
I don't have any minutes ready.
yeah, we can't do this till quarter up because that's the way it was advertised.
Okay.
Here she is.
Aha. Back on them.
Yep,
Come on up.
so we can do that,
Okay.
yeah. And
Hello.
how'd you
Hello.
make out with the people in Pittsburgh?
Great, no problem.
Good.
There you go. That's for you?
Yep, I give it to Jim,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's for you. It's for
Pass-
somebody.
Pass it around.
Whoever wants it.
Yep.
It's it's actually
Okay.
getting done tomorrow.
So you're gonna do it, okay, all right. Okay, so we have a letter before us from the Hulu Homes, Lot 2, Homestead Lane. It's gonna be hide received on Wednesday, May 18, 2016. So that falls within our
Yep,
close.
and you can give her those 2 pages I gave it with the statute, so she knows, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's got other stuff in there that you should know.
Okay, I'll read it.
all right,
Am I all set?
you're all set,
Thank you.
okay. We don't have to vote on it, right, we just,
Well, we should,
okay.
that way there, it's in the minutes for Sam,
Yeah.
that we okayed the conveyance of the house.
Okay, so, is that what we're doing? Conveying?
Did they bring in a sign? Do these other sign-off sheet anymore?
He's got one, yeah.
See, it doesn't really say in it.
What's her first name?
Dina.
Dina. Did you go to Sam, our building inspector, yet?
Stephen already talked to him.
Oh, okay, and what we're doing tonight, we're conveying releasing the house to be sold, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what we're doing, releasing the lot.
Hold on.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, lot 2,
Yep.
Lot 2, okay.
number 4.
So we need to have a motion and a second to release Lot 2 Homestead Lane. Okay, that will be hide received on 5/18/2016. I need a motion,
Make a motion.
okay. Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. And take a brief pause at this point. We're gonna go on pause. Can't open the hearing until 7:45.
Got a lot of people here?
All set? Okay, we're back live. We're gonna be talking next about the Petroska subdivision off of Seven Star Road. Woody Cammett is here from Cammett Engineering to discuss. Woody?
Woody Cammett from Cammett Engineering, representing the estate of Vincent Petroska. The definitive plan that we're here to present tonight is a hybrid of the definitive, because it's a 15-acre site, with frontage, legal frontage on Center Street, and it has a strip of land that comes out to Seven Star Road that was originally left for a future subdivision. So obviously with the soil conditions and the regulations that have changed in the Wetlands Protection Act, there's only one lot left that can pass the new regulations for environmental and sanitary. So what we're before the planning board tonight is to look at the option of bringing a driveway in off of Southern Star Road, rather than having to come in off the Center Street across the wetlands and then an extremely long driveway to the buildable area up in the back end corner. So under the statute, there's several ways you can create a subdivision. One is to create a new roadway with frontage and area that meets the zoning, and you come before the planning board under the subdivision control law, design it according to all of the standards for a roadway, and then build it and ask for town acceptance. The other exception to that is to ask for an exception to use other than your legal frontage. And in order to do that in the state of Massachusetts, it must come under the subdivision control law with a public hearing. So this is the overall lot. It's the second lot. It's 15 acres. The legal frontage again is on Center Street. And you have a strip of land that goes between these two houses on Southern Star Road. We're proposing a driveway, 12 feet of pavement, and 2-foot shoulders on either side of a 16-foot section. And then we'll grade down from the existing roadway. Maybe to the site plan. Such a big lot, it ends up with 2 sheets. See on the site plan, we're entering Seven Star Road in the middle of the right of way, grading the roadway down into the house location, with the septic system to the rear. The well will be down into the area away from the wetlands. And that'll be it. There'll be only one lot on this piece of land left. There's no other way to use it. This grade is coming down slightly, all the drainage will be crossing the existing swamp to the rear. The Conservation Commission will be having a public hearing on June 15th. The Board of Health is currently reviewing the sanitary drawing for approval of a single-family house. So we're basically here is looking at a driveway to serve a single-family house on a roughly graded, little bit graded 15 acre lot. Any questions, any butters or persons of interest in Board of Health, probably going to answer.
Well, Woody, on the roadway in, are you gonna have it sloping to just one side and then the flow into the wetlands area? Are you gonna have a swale on one side, or?
Yeah, we're gonna direct it, we'll direct it down through and then dump it into the,
Right. Okay, and
keep it on the lots.
when it runs off the road down the bank and through the area, are you gonna have some riprap in there or something, keep the erosion?
Yeah, we'll put some down to, anticipated down
Is this gonna be a private way?
Yeah, it served as a driveway too. We're asking that in the decision, this not be accepted as a public way, period.
Yeah.
Will always remain as a driveway. And there'll be, at least further restriction, there'll be no more lots being able to be gotten on the property itself. You can still sell to an abutter if an abutter wanted to, transfer a lot line or something. But they'll not be able, it'll ask for in the decision in perpetuity as long as you can't be subdivided into more lots.
Yeah. One other question. Off of Nora Lane, it's a 10-foot drop down on that side. Is that are you gonna have a raised area around the leach field and everything? Is that high enough up there?
The leach field is basically at grade, it's not that grade, and we're taking advantage of the slope going away to the left. Nora's right here,
Right.
the leach, there's no, actually, there's no disturbance of any land within, the setback or within 50 feet of the stone wall.
You guys got any questions?
No. They get out on the site.
Yep. Open it to the public.
Okay, at this point, we're gonna open it up to the public, so what I need you to do, we have another mic or anything? Okay,
Did they all sign in, Jim?
oh, yeah.
We gotta have that.
I need you to sign in tonight, okay? I need your name and your address. So, just come on up and name and address of everybody here tonight, okay?
Even if we're not asking questions, you still need,
Yes,
okay.
yeah. It's just if anything comes up further, you were apprised of it and everything.
Oh, you're gonna give them this.
Yeah.
You wanna have them come up to the table, or you're gonna have them out in the audience there somewhere?
From the audience, because
All right,
Yeah, why don't you just put it on a chair, and if anybody wants to speak, I'll just have them grab the mic, that's all,
okay.
okay?
See everything set up here? It's your house right here.
Does anybody have any questions at this point they want to bring up to the board or to Woody Cammett?
Woody, I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't even recognize you. I haven't seen you in so long.
110 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could get down to that. I lost 40.
I've heard that from other people that,
Excellent.
no sugar at all.
A1C is 4.2.
I'm at 7 something. 7.2.
My wife keeps telling me, find out what that is. I'm supposedly borderline. Yeah,
makes a difference, a few pounds, because if I'm,
The endocrinologist, the way he discharged. I wanted 3 pages of that additional.
oh, yes, shit,
You know where I am? I understand.
no.
Is that 100 feet, Joe? I thought it was 2. Right, so it's good to know what's going on.
Okay, once more, do we have any questions from the abutters or the audience for the planning board or Mr. Cammett?
I could ask one.
Can you just grab the mic? Okay.
For the record.
What's that?
Name and address.
Oh,
Give me your name and address.
Name and address.
Paul Brand, B-R-A-N-N, 125 Seven Star Road.
Don't hold it too close. He just popped his ears. It's sensitive.
dangerous. Okay,
Yeah, go ahead. That's good.
you got it?
Yeah,
Okay, when we first moved here about, must've been about 8 years ago,
Yeah, I think so.
and whenever it rained heavy, there was a little pond down at the end of our road, next to where you're gonna put the road in, the driveway. And they did something there, and we haven't had any since, but I was kind of concerned that if you put a hard road in there without any preparation, maybe that'll happen again. Can't they make sure there's drainage there, so we don't get that pond there anymore?
I'm gonna let Woody answer that at this point.
Is it Paul?
Yeah,
Which lot are you talking about and where was the pond? Where did the pond accumulate?
It was near the road, right? Near
yeah,
Silver Star.
you know where they're putting the road in, the driveway?
Right here, you're talking about, so you're the direct abutter.
Yeah, it was right, right next to our, well, it was our land that would be flooded, but it wasn't any big deal, but it was a
Was it
pond.
down in this pond, down here?
Yeah.
Here's Seven Star Road here?
Yeah.
This is all directed here, and it's all gonna be right this way.
What'd he say?
We're grading from the road down,
Yeah.
so all of this drainage is gonna go down with this.
Oh, up to the street. Okay, that's good.
Could I ask a quick question?
What?
Thomas Brand, 125 Seven Star Road. Our drinking water is the existing well listed right behind our house. Yeah. Is the proximity from our well to that leaching field acceptable?
Yes, the 100 feet is the standard, and that's the 100-foot line. It's about, we planted about 125 feet from the septic system,
Okay.
so we exceeded the regulation.
We've been told that we have some, when we have the well tested, we have some sort of decomposing vegetation in the water, and we don't know where that's leaching from. Will the leaching field intersect with that source that we're picking up?
The way we see the groundwater movement from the soil test, the groundwater movement is moving this way, which is what's feeding the swamp.
Okay,
It should not have an impact over the road. What I'd do is if you've got testing, I'd have it further tested to find out what it is. It could be your own septic system, or it could be a natural occurrence that they may want to put a filter in.
okay,
As soon as you got it, especially with what's in the water, they're finding in water for that.
okay.
They've got a lot of filters on the rest of it. You want to make sure it's not a substance that's going to hurt you.
Right, Right, no, they said it's usable. Last time we had it tested, it's usable.
Not to drink.
Yeah, we don't drink it, we
Yeah, they
we
didn't
use
recommend
bottled water.
drinking it, but-
Quick question. Bill Fabry, 2 Nora Lane. On the side of the driveway closest to Nora Lane, looks like there's about a 15-foot elevation change going up towards Nora Lane. You see what I'm talking about? Between, so here's the proposed driveway.
The driveway's over here.
Yep, coming here, okay.
This is the garage under.
Okay, from here to here. Looks like about a 15-foot elevation change from here to Nora Lane this way.
Correct.
That won't be changing, will it?
No, everything from here over is being off all over.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
You want a motion?
Okay. All right, does the board have any other questions at this point? Okay, okay. All right, so we're gonna continue the hearing, and we have to set the next hearing, next continued hearing date, right?
Why are we continuing?
Are you wanna do it tonight?
Yeah,
You have no problems with it?
no, residents are fine.
Okay. All right, then we'll take a vote to bless the plan.
All
Okay,
right, make a motion that we approve the definitive plan, and it's for Assessors Map 19, Lot 23, Parcel B, Groveland, Mass.
okay, so you're making that motion? Need a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Done. Quick. Never happens this much.
Is to who write the decision?
Who writes the decision?
Generally, the engineer would write the decision.
Why I ask?
Yeah.
Let me have a copy of the standard decision with the stipulations that were made for the next meeting.
Okay,
Circulate that ahead of time.
okay.
We got the boilerplate.
He's got it too,
Yeah.
but he had those other
You send me your
conditions.
most recent boilerplate, I'll tailor it to that.
I don't think it's changed.
I don't think it's changed either,
But you've got the other ones you gotta add anyway about the no build, no extension of the subdivision or anything.
Covered.
The covenant, right?
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Well, there might be something coming up next, or if he shows up, relative to a lot that we're gonna need, site plan review on across the street.
Thank you very much. Thank you. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to contact me. Sure. You did a billion, and he's gonna figure it out.
So,
All right, I just need to get through one thing, and then, if the guy shows up, we need to get a site plan done, Woody, that's what I'm just trying to talk about, so. Next up is Eric Held, number 6 Groveland Fairways.
We've had a request by the engineer and lawyer and builder Judge Hazeltine to continue it to the first Tuesday in June because they couldn't make this date. And Eric Hell was notified.
Okay. Let me write that in.
So Woody, we'll put you on the first Tuesday in June for the signing of the MyLaws and everything?
Yeah, what's that date?
What was that?
What's that, well, we have to, you don't wanna sign the Mylar then, cause we've gotta notify, we've gotta get the decision written, and
From
the
the-
sign that's gotta be filed with the town clerk, and then she's gotta certify
Yeah,
20 days.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gotta bring in the
So we'll
decision,
probably
Yeah.
in July, then we'll sign the next.
Okay.
but we'll do the decision,
We'll do the decision next meeting, so next meeting would be what?
7th, should be the first Tuesday.
We're doing the first and third Tuesdays of each month now.
yeah, June 7th.
It doesn't look like what is it, 194 Main Street? I don't think
Yeah,
that's coming.
well, that's what I'm gonna hit next, okay. Next up is 194 Main Street.
I sent them the site plan review
It's
form. and,
Gary Caruso. Okay. He doesn't appear to be here either, so,
You people want your stipends now, I can file, do the paperwork. If not, we can wait, whatever you want.
No, you can't do it till July 1st, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Laurie had me do Richard Lombard's, but, yeah, it would be, yeah, you're right,
He can't get it.
yeah.
He won't be able.
Well, we're getting off the subject matter right now, and basically, I guess all we can do is move 194 Main Street forward to 6-7, okay?
Hey, Bob, can't call you back if your phone's off.
You didn't come, so they left,
Who's there?
Fox News.
That's what he said, I was cracking up. Is that Woody?
What'd you do, take a bath in a shower?
Plus. But no more sugar.
Oh,
We approve that plan, Walter.
No
definitive
complaints,
or a,
no complaints.
is the, definitive?
We had
Yeah,
quite a
I wanna
few.
write the definitive.
Yeah.
It's one lot. Oh, see,
It's gotta have everything in it.
Tim,
next,
how many neighbors were here?
I saw a bunch outside.
well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's pretty good.
so, yeah, let me grab that.
Was Karen here?
Yeah,
Oh, she was, okay.
he's up there at the table. He lost 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Okay, next up is Groveland Auto. Site plan.
Haven't heard anything from them either. sent them the site plan review.
I know they've talked to conservation.
194 did, yeah.
I thought Groveland Auto had too.
I don't know about that.
All right,
What's the front of the house facing the,
well, I'll just move to 6, 7, 16, and we'll keep moving it.
okay.
Should get done, that's all I can. No one's here from Groveland Auto. Okay, next up on the agenda is Salem 5 to reduce the $40,000 remaining
Yes, I contacted
bond.
the group there,
Mm-hmm.
and, I'm setting up a meeting. The office manager was out for the week. So they're setting up next week.
Well, that has more to do with the entrance,
Right.
which is, it does not appear on the last 6 items that we had to take interest in. So I've been up around that thing so many times it isn't funny, and, you know, I see no problems whatsoever at all up there at all.
Bobby, what do you get on that? Anything?
Who, me? Or
Yeah.
you?
No, I don't have anything. Did you find out about the?
Yeah, I got a meeting next week. She was out this week.
Yeah, I sent you the contract then too. But I haven't found out anything about the analysis, well analysis.
Okay. We're gonna see about the wells. That was the other thing that we were talking about, what they're doing with that.
But you need to ask them, when they receive it, to send a copy to the Board of Health,
Okay.
because it's gotta be going to them.
Well, the last 6 items on the May 24th, 2006, listing certain exceptions, storm drainage, the top course bituminous paving, fine grade loam and seed, drainage solution, maintenance of erosion control, and landscaping. I find nothing wrong up there whatsoever, everything's growing fine.
No, that's good. The only thing was like you said, the wells, the monitoring wells, what are they doing with the data? We should know in a week. We just push it up
Yeah.
to the next meeting, will
I think we can get rid of this 40,000. This thing is, since, the date on this is 2006.
No, I got that. The
Okay.
monitoring wells was the only other question that we had. The other stuff is easy,
But
but
that's a report we should get, that's all.
if they're still doing it. That was my only question. Have they done it? So let's, just put it on for next week for release. We'll get our answers and then, so, okay, do you think we should get an answer on the monitoring wells?
I doubt it. No one will know.
They probably don't even know.
Well, that was only my question, is that, that's why I wanted just an answer. Are we doing them or are we not doing them? I know they were supposed to be doing them.
Still now?
Yeah, there was no end date on the monitoring wells that I recall. Thought it was just a continuous monitor, maybe backs off to once a year or something, but,
I just read the blurb that was in the memorandum, and it didn't say forever either. You know, all it
No.
said was to install monitoring wells, so.
well, your Board of Health, what's the normal, what do you guys require? Once a year?
Different variables, it depends on if it's a producer of VOCs or something like that, then you check it, but they're not.
So, would it be reasonable to think once a year? They would be checking it, maybe at different
Well,
seasons?
How many years? Since 2002?
What?
I think it was just during the construction phase and everything is what that was.
I don't know why we put a monitoring well in for construction phase, that wouldn't make any
Well, it
sense.
was at the low end, right by the railroad bed
Yeah,
on the back side. I think we can release the money, tell you the truth.
Okay, and if there's, my only caveat is if they were supposed to do the monitoring wells and they didn't, and then,
It didn't say that it had to be in perpetuity.
no, but we're not talking
What it
about.
said was they would put in, and I believe it was just for the construction phase.
What would the Groveland Board of Health require on monitoring wells for a standard pattern? Once a year after you're done with all the activity?
It's a different variable. It depends on what they're doing down there.
So should we just, before we do anything, request them to do one
All
last
they're
test?
doing now is they have houses.
Oh, I got that. Well, they have,
It's not a business. They're not producing waste or anything that can be contaminated and everything. I think we can release it, Walter.
okay, so if we release the money, just so I understand, if we release the money, okay, then when I go meet with these people and say, where's your monitoring wells? And they say, data, and they say, we haven't been doing it, and we say, go ahead and do it, so at least we can get a comparison.
Nothing tells them to keep doing it, Walter.
Nothing says they don't either. Doesn't say you'd be doing it for 10 years and then
It was
stop.
during the construction phase. I haven't had a complaint down there in the 10 years that it's been built.
Well, then,
Put it that
that's
way.
why we're saying we should probably get, Nico down there to see what was their intent, because he had a hand in designing those and what. I'm just trying to get a simple answer. It's like, if we don't monitor them after 5 years, we don't monitor them. But if we were supposed to, and we're not, we're gonna, we're supposed to be upholding
Can I
that.
ask someone else a question? Woody, you wrote the reports relative to Whitestone to
Whitestone to
2006,
10 years
Good.
ago.
10 years ago.
In the back section of the houses, there was a bowl, and then there was the railroad bed. They put a couple of monitoring wells there during construction.
because of the water supply.
Right. And John Clemens, I was down there when they got them completed and everything, and there hasn't been a problem since, and that was just during construction.
That was for during construction in case, number one, equipment, blew an oil gasket, and dropped VOCs, dropped oil, dropped contamination.
That's what I thought.
It was part of the construction in PDS plan.
So what happens after that? What's the normal lifespan of those?
When the construction's over, they file a certificate of compliance if they're done and everything's done.
So do we have that? And who would they file that with? The DEP or with Board of Health?
That was a special permit.
Yeah.
The decision also had that they were supposed to file an as-built.
Yeah?
Did they?
I hate to say it, what's in that file, this is more than what's in that file. I don't know where anything is.
We had a group of files that went missing, so,
I've had this discussion before.
okay.
So,
And this was issued when?
2006, 10 years ago. I mean,
This has been done and occupied for years.
Yeah.
I totally agree, it's only,
I went down there,
So there's no oil tanks, I believe they have
Yeah.
capacity.
I mean, if there was any problems, you would show up. I mean, I don't know how many times I went down
It
there.
was just a- it was a special
Circled
permit.
away everywhere.
That was a special permit condition for
Yeah.
construction.
So the only thing really we need is the as-bills then, if that was the case.
If they're in the decision.
Yeah, they're always in the decision.
I could probably name you half a dozen subdivisions you don't have as-bills in.
Okay. But we're still holding 40 grand, so we can get them.
If they were required, I'm not sure they were, because they're not, other than utilities, they're not public roadways.
True. Even the utilities was necessary though, too. Bob, you didn't know off the top of your head if you got a set of as-bills for that?
What, me?
Yeah.
Talk to who?
He's asking
As-built.
you if you got a set
Did you
of
get a copy of the
as-bills.
as-built plans for up there for utilities?
No, it should have been filed at the registry of deeds. You'll have to look it up.
Yeah, but he would get a copy too of the as-bills.
I don't remember.
Probably the only one they would
You
use them
never
for.
accepted the street either, so I mean.
Well, no, street acceptance I get, but the, okay, how about we give ourselves to the next meeting to figure out these last loose ends of as-built, we already, I guess we got an answer on the monitoring wells, okay? And then if there's a last condition, we just file it with the bank and say, here you go, go chase them.
You can go in there and you can look.
Okay. I'll
That's
do
it,
that.
okay? Because I'm cashing out on that one, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
I cannot believe how bad that is.
Got it. Okay, next item, I guess.
So we're gonna move this to the 7th?
Right, and make a motion that Wally's in charge of all of this.
Okay. I got it. I have no problem with that. My mission, I accept it.
Okay, but I'm gonna
You did a
say
month
this,
ago.
decision will be made that night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Woody don't have to stay. I don't think they're
Well,
coming.
the only thing is that,
I don't think those people are coming, right?
no, it doesn't appear that, I just wanted him to understand is you're available to do a site plan review. Okay, it's right across the street,
There's two of them.
it like goes down. So it's like, for them to come up, they gotta fill, and,
So similar to the thing down the street where the new post office once was gonna go.
Yeah.
yes. But probably a lot harder because further down is a swale-like area. It's kinda wet parts of the year, so. Whether or not, you put some sort of retention area underneath the parking lot, okay, and then dry wells.
All depends on
The septic system's gonna have to go under the parking lot too.
the sewer.
The sewer's there, yeah, they
I'm
could be.
talking the auto one, they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have,
that,
they don't have sewers there. There's 194.
yeah, that's gonna be a while.
That's another one that needs a site plan review too.
What else you got?
I got a bill from GZA,
It's where Ham Bones used to be, the aluminum shack in between the,
Next to Cafe 97.
Yeah.
Next to Pub 97. There's a house, and there's aluminum garage, a metal garage.
in a swamp right near there.
Right, next to it, that whole area.
I date myself by saying that.
I'll fly the motion.
It was though. And the other one, 194, is just across the street. Remember Scott Steves was starting something there years ago? It's that piece.
Okey dokey.
okay.
They were coming in tonight, that's why Jim wanted you to stay.
Didn't show.
They didn't show.
It's,
Rodney Dangerfield.
it's like, well, the building inspector at this point is on our side, he wants it done, so.
Why don't we close the meeting then?
No, I have another thing, okay.
That's fine.
We have a GZA bill for $1,355.56 to approve. There's only $1,052 left at this point. George Hazeltine is gonna be putting $2,000 more into it. This is for SD Way.
Okay.
So I just assume approve the bill and then wait for him to put the money in, and then I'll tell him, okay, I'll give him the bill to
Right, he
pay.
was supposed to contact Denise
Yes,
a week and a half ago, and, oh, all right, yeah. This was to pay a different subdivision, and he was supposed to take it out off SD Way, but you're telling me they didn't have enough in that account, okay.
yeah,
I'll make the motion.
okay.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Motion adjourned.
Okay.
Second.
Well, that's nice of you.
Just helping you along.
Mr. Come Lately.
You want a second on that one?
It was like I was on vacation,
Are you done?
Yeah, well, sometimes we wonder, yeah, I'll take them second from. okay,
Second, yeah.
Thank you. All right, that's the end. Thank
Yeah,
you for
Woody,
watching.
the, new
Or an
garage
out.
that he wants to build.
Gotta find out what the
He's the
Celtics
one
got.
that moved